Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Hope everybody's having a good Saturday. Yesterday, Peter Debbins was indicted by US government on the charges of treason and spying for Russia. He was a member of special forces previously and disclosed information to Russia about the names of the special forces members in US. He disclosed information while he was deployed and classified work he did in his deployments while being part of special forces. There's also an allegation that he disclosed information about chemical weapons and other information. And it makes you wonder, what kind of person would want to be a Russian spy, being a US national, special forces, yet wanting to spy for Russia and Putin? Like, who would in the right mind would want to help that regime? What is really shocking is that you would think elite special forces are super trained, selected, and they should take pride in being American and doing so much as an American and supporting freedom and supporting democracy around the world. Yet this elite member is spying and providing information for Russia and was recruited by Russian intelligence. It is so shameful for that person. I honestly believe people who commit that should be stripped of their US citizenship. They no longer can be considered an American. They're not Western. They should be sent back to Russia, literally. And I mean, I'm sure more than likely it will happen if he's convicted, or I'm sure he will be convicted. Eventually, in some weird swap, he'll go back to Russia. There was one during Soviet Union from US that ended up moving to Russia after spying and being convicted. That's a normal procedure. Same as I'm sure Paul Whelan, who is currently convicted of espionage, will eventually be sent back to US on some trade deal, even though that one holds like 6 different passports. At the same time, while all this happening, Russia set up its propaganda pertaining to Navalny. Navalny, as you know, has been in coma since Wednesday. There's an allegation that he's been poisoned. However, as far as Russia is concerned, they're saying there's something that went wrong with his system. There's even reports that possibly that he was diabetic and possibly ended up in diabetic coma. However, it's not conclusive. It has not been authenticated. I mean, yes, Russian doctor said that, but truly, until he gets to a German clinic in Charité, they do not know what exactly transpired. So overall, this is where it gets super interesting in all of this. Russia stepped up its propaganda now, saying that if Navalny was poisoned, it's probably done by the West, because ironically enough, he was that close and possibly being charged with espionage on behalf of CIA or MI6. That sounds so ludicrous and so ridiculous, it's unbelievable. But you know how Russia works, propaganda machine running around. There's State Duma election next month. So yes, let's make Navalny. Oh, and another thing is that Navalny is probably going to be charged with embezzlement. There's also reports that apparently he was on house arrest and he was not allowed to travel out of Moscow, so he also violated that law while he's in coma now, so obviously he's not going to be picked up on violation. And apparently Russia gave permission for him to be transferred to Charité Hospital in Germany. As it stands as it is, and German medics are more than happy to treat him, and his wife has been very adamant, saying that he cannot get proper treatment in Russia. Members of his best swept the hospital. They're constantly been guarding it. But I mean, at the same time, as much as I don't think Putin is a good person, overall, when such high-profile case happens and there's allegation of poisoning, of course there's going to be national security people. Of course there's going to be investigation. I'm not saying Russia is not corrupt and they're there for the right reasons. However, that's not surprising overall. Well, needless to say, what do you think? I always love your opinions. Please click like and subscribe to my channel. You can also read my articles under Kristina Kitova at www.communalnews.com. Thank you, and have a great Saturday, everybody. Thanks again.